Let me thank Senator Schumer for his leadership on this issue, and it's good to be here with my colleagues that have been leaders in regards to the U.S. participation in climate talks, and our leaders on environmental issues here, and our responsibility in understanding that our policies in regards to climate change are not only right for the environment, they're right for our economy, and they're right for our national security. I had the chance to lead a delegation to COP21 in Paris. Several of my colleagues that are here today joined me. 10 members of the United States Senate went to Paris in order to underscore the importance of the work being done in regards to climate change. We were there for a very short period of time because we had to fly in and out over the weekend, and we were able to make an important contribution. What we heard there is that the U.S. leadership was instrumental. And we saw firsthand that when the United States leads, the world takes notice. And due to the work done by the Obama administration, the work that was done by many of us in the United States Congress, we were able to get the international community to come together in a very important international commitment to deal with the realities of climate change, one of the greatest risks to our national security and to global security. We recognize that. As Senator Schumer said, we're now confronted with the Trump administration that is considering whether the United States should withdraw from that international agreement. It was virtually every country in the world that joined together in COP21. If the United States were to pull out, we would be joining Syria and Nicaragua. That's not a pleasant company for us to be in regards to this issue. We would really seriously compromise America's global leadership and credibility if we were to pull out of the climate COP21 accords. It's also about America's responsibility. Senator Schumer pointed out that the science is clear. We know that human conduct is affecting climate in our world. We know that we all have responsibilities to deal with it. If the United States pulls out, it shows that the major country, United States, is not going to be part of our global effort to deal with a global problem. That's not what America's about. We need to be in the forefront. We can be pretty parochial about it, and each of my colleagues will talk about circumstances in their own state. In my own state of Maryland, I see the consequences of climate change. I represent the people in Smith Island, in the Chesapeake Bay. That's future is questioned today because of rising sea levels and their ability to be able to maintain their homes on Smith Island. I see it in the capital city of Annapolis, where tidal flooding is becoming a routine occurrence in the capital of our state, jeopardizing, by the way, the Naval Academy, which is located in Annapolis. I see it in the quality of Chesapeake Bay as we're trying to deal with seagrasses and protecting juvenile crabs and our crab crop. All that's impacted by climate change. So I can see it personally in my own state as the senator from Maryland, but I also see it globally. If we have migrants that are climate migrants that are affecting stability in countries around the world, we have a responsibility to act. And the president needs to be at the table. America needs to be at the table. It's in our environmental interest. It's in our economic interest. It's in our security interest. If we don't do it, as Senator Schumer pointed out, make no mistake about it, the economic opportunities will be grabbed up by other countries, particularly China, and the political leadership will be taken over by other countries that may be not in our national security interest. So this is in our national security interest as part of our global responsibilities, and it's certainly in our economic interest. And I urge the president to remain at the table and to exercise U.S. leadership on this very important global issue. One of our leaders on this is the ranking Democrat in the Environment and Public Works Committee, my neighbor from Delaware, Tom Carper.